Hello, welcome to episode 33 of making an FTL-like in Godot. This is a digital ILIAD. I am Dave, etc., etc. We made it through another week. We're closing it out on Friday here. We really ran up against the clock yesterday, and we're not able to finish implementing the refactoring we were doing, so we are going to continue with that today. I think we got a pile of errors. We either got a pile of errors or we got no behavior. And, well, we aren't getting a pile of errors, but I do think we are getting no behavior. So, let's start by just trying to get the up and down cutaway working. Do I not have a... I don't know. I don't have a script. I don't have a script on the tile map. That'll do it. Right, now we're going to get the pile of errors. Right? I guess we should actually put something on the fifth deck here. Yeah, let's just cap this off, just so we can see the behavior. I like this track. All right, we got our cement ship.
Never mind what happened yesterday and all your problems, because that's all gone. The only thing tonight that we have.
All right, so we're still getting no behavior. Are we getting bugs? Sort of. We're getting warnings.
I'm just gonna let this one ride.
Layer is never used. Suspicious. So we got a bunch of warnings, but no actual errors. So let's take a look. Let's take a look in the code here. So I'm most concerned about us never using layer here. What are you talking about? We're using it right here.
So for right now, I'm just gonna let this one ride.
Are we accounting for the fact that cutaway tiles is a vector 4? We are, right? Yeah, we're returning a vector 4. We can hide this stuff because we don't need it right now. So cutaway tiles.has, relative layer, relative map of layer and chords, and relative layer is calculating the level. Sure, that's an integer. Kodakama. You figured out how to make isometric tiles auto tile finally? Oh, congrats. That is a hard problem. Oh, no, Beard. Oh, I'm sorry. I did a little spring cleaning. Don't worry, it'll be back. It fully grows back in like a month or two if I just stop shaving. Like, I think it grows out in a month and then it completely fills in another month. It's out of control. But I'm excited to hear about your auto tiling. We kind of gave up on the default auto tiling because for one thing, we're like, we want to be able to put everything on its own layers. Like we want the floors on one layer, the walls on another layer, the doors on another layer. And like the built-in auto tiling systems definitely do not seem able to understand that. I don't know if that's your experience. I just didn't want to put everything on one layer. I feel like we could have eventually gotten it working if we had put every single thing on one layer. But for a number of reasons, I don't want to do that. But that's exciting. What was the secret? The ironic thing is we've had to refactor our cutaway system here to handle the fact that walls and doors and floors and everything are on different tiles. But we haven't quite figured it out yet. You found this. Oh, what is this? It's a GitHub repo. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Fixes terrains for isometric tile maps from 2022. Looks good. I had to rework a little bit. The test project, though. The setup was not good. Blah, blah, blah. Uses the match sides mode and uses less tiles. See the new setup in the video above. Let's watch this video. Oh, snap. That is not bad. Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a simple test, but it is working. I mean, our use case was a little more complicated than this because we had like outlines on the corners that we were trying to draw. So like the tile needed to know where it was in the row, but I'm curious about what they fixed. That's just a change thing. Oh, so did they change? This is like an engine change here. Oh, I don't think this is the actual change. I think that's just the change from the latest commit. Oh. This got merged into the Godot engine master in 2022. So, is this for 3? It says milestone 4. This looks like possibly 4. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't understand how this works, but if it got merged into it, why is this not the behavior that I get? Well, that's pretty cool. I think ultimately it won't work because of our use case of splitting the walls from the floors from the everything else. Well, we should take a look at that at some point. Like, look at the code and figure out what they actually did. Did you use match sides? You also need 16 tiles. I did use match sides. I also tried match sides and corners. You also need 16 tiles. Our example was like at least this big. Actually, maybe it was a little smaller than this, so we probably had 16. I think what's really messing us up is the fact that we have inside walls and outside walls, which requires knowledge of the floors. And the floors are on a separate map. And I would like to put them on a separate layer. I bet we could get that to work if we put everything back on one layer. What are these relative? Why is this? Did I declare these and I just don't use these? Oh, this is just a weird error because it's saying we never use these, but we specifically put these in the dictionary here. I'm gonna just take a look at the remote here. Okay, so this seems good. All tiles 0, 44, 2, 4, 110. That seems maybe a little wrong. Why are these 110? Okay, so something is going wrong here. We don't have 110 doors. And actually, I think these are the same across all of them. No, they're not the same. Yeah, it would be hella logic, that's for sure. Eventually we'll have a system, I think, that evaluates the that ends up evaluating the tile map, because we actually, I don't know what you were here for, but we previously had split this out into 4 separate tile maps so that we could get the scene collection instantiation to work. And then Captain Fubar had the idea of using proxies. So instead of actually ever instantiating scenes, we would just instantiate proxies for the scenes. So like this is just a simple flat picture for the door scene. So we're going to need a logic system that goes through and evaluates them anyway, and we could use that as the basis for a lot of different stuff. Auto tiling. So it needs to evaluate a tile map live in game. So I think we are going to work our way towards having a tile map editor that runs in game. I don't think we're ever going to do one that runs in editor, just because tool scripts are finicky and error prone. But anyway, our current problem is that we are not doing this correctly. For cell and get used cells level. Level +1, level +2, level +3, level +4. That should be correct, because we're basically saying we've laid our tiles out predictably, so all the floor tiles, which I'm calling deck tiles, are always on 0 for its level. And then we get the wall, then we get the floor, the door, then we get the decoration, then we get the crew. However, we seem to be having some issues with that in practice. Because if we run it, which is what we were doing, and we look at it, oops, rerun it so that we can actually see. Oh, rerun it again. I'm being silly. Okay, here we go. So we got everything there. Looking at the remote. Give me my remote. Here we go. Cutaway coordinates are good. Cutaway tiles. So the cutaway tiles has actually added seemingly everything. 4. What's the 4? Why is everything 1, 4? I'm looking at the Z and the W. Z and the W is always 1, 4. That's an error. Something's wrong with our logic there. Level is our word for like which part of the ship stack we're on, like the first level, second level, third level. And then the layer is within that. So that's suspicious. Why are we always getting it that? Let's see. So plus is not right. Should it be minus? Are we not correctly evaluating where these tiles should be? Thought I did this here. Where did we used to do this? You're up a level, it's actually subtracting. Yeah, okay, so minus is wrong. So, well, let's look at the absolute. We actually do map it absolutely down here. Oh no. No, plus is correct, somehow. Or maybe I stacked them in the opposite order. I think I might have had the top layer be the, or the layer 0 be the top layer and we went down. Now we're going up. Which is maybe causing the problems. In which case everything needs to be the reverse. Oops. That's definitely causing a problem in terms of determining which tiles to cut away. Do we actually need to repeat that step down here? We're basically remapping the tile cells onto the level that they're currently on. Just so that like a tile that's above another tile along the z-axis has the correct x and y. Because the z-axis isn't captured, because it's all being mapped onto the same tile map, onto the tile map plane, which is like flat and doesn't know about our z levels. So we're making them relative here. But then we're taking these, and down here, for tile and whole tiles by level, we're making it relative again here, are we? No, we're not. We're not. Okay. We're storing them as is. Oh, well, here's a problem. Oh no, it's always 1 because we're only thinking about the walls right now. So this part is not working. A lot of these parts aren't working, actually. So here we are mapping them because we only have the layer and the coordinate system to go by. All right, let's start simple. We should be peeling away the top layer anyway. Topmost layer. Current level. Topmost level. More. Keep it simple and just peel these. So we're mainly interested in this. For cutaway level and range, topmost level +1. Okay. Let's run this and see what happens. Oh, something's going on down there. So we are clearing the walls here. That's interesting. Oh, we actually need to then go for layer in range, layers per level. Set layer modulate. Yeah, the level is not what we're trying to... We need to... the layer. Layer... What's level times layers per level. Level not declared, cutaway level. Yeah, we've made this a lot more complicated by splitting out the layers. This logic may be wrong. Is it based on the flipped circumstance that we were having before we were counting up? It's the topmost layer. So we want everything below the topmost layer. So we actually want to start from 0. And stop at the topmost layer. Okay, this might work. Sort of. Okay. It's sort of working. There's something weird going on down there. Oh, okay, so yeah, our problem is something to do with having flipped. We reversed the polarity. Sorry if my microphone's a little loud. I'm trying to get the range in correctly here. Yeah, we reversed the polarity, and unlike in Star Trek, that messed everything up. Hey, Eenomoth. How is it going? Yeah, we've reversed our Z indexing here, and or the way we organize these, and it has caused problems. How's it going, Eenomoth? This part seems fine. This part is not fine. So for each level from 0, which is the bottom, up to just before the top level. So what did we start out as? We should start out at the max. Accumulator is cutaway Z. Cutaway max is levels per ship -1. I'm going to just be consistent and call this. Although, no, we want it to be a float, so that's fine. Cutaway coordinates is a vector 2i, an array of vector 2i's. That's also fine. Topmost level is an integer, and it is cutaway max.z. Actually, this one could be levels per ship -1. You're doing great. How about me? I'm, what's the right word? Pensive. I think I'm going to do Ludum Dare this weekend. I've kind of impulsively decided that I think that would be a cool thing to do. And I am very nervous about it. Because it would be my first finished game in Godot. And I know my work until now does not breed confidence that that is possible for me to do. Tile data is never used in the function. Why is that? Tile data.modulate. I don't understand the warning system for this sometimes. It's like we are using it. Part works. So why does this not work? Let's look at our logic for determining what layer we're on. We could be going backwards. So the accumulator is the cutaway accumulator plus the input force. Cutaway min, cutaway max. Where's cutaway min? That should just be 0, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Are you going to stream that? Yeah, this weekend, yes, and I am going to stream it. I think I'm going to do... I don't think I'm going to stream again today, even though it starts at 6 p.m. my time. I think I'm going to just... My workday ends at 6 p.m., so I think at 6 p.m. I'm just going to look at the theme, start kind of formulating a game idea, take that night to kind of just prepare and plan... and then Saturday, I think I'm going to stream all day Saturday and Sunday. There are going to be some marathon streams. It's going to be some marathon game development. But I'm prepared. I did a bunch of food prep yesterday. I cleared my calendar. I think it'll be a fun exercise and a good opportunity for streaming. Good opportunity to grow the channel some more. We're like so close to affiliate status, Enomoth. We're like a couple of followers away from qualifying for affiliate status. My inability to troubleshoot this is not giving me confidence, but I'm also doing a weird isometric thing here. Yeah, it's great. It's a little scary. We're going to try really hard to keep the scope. We're going to try a simple games concept with like very low scope because I have to do everything. I have a plan for doing things like the music. I'm not sure about sound effects. We might honestly just go by like, do like cheap Foley art, like do it ourselves. Just make little sound effects. We might end up with something really silly and analog in terms of the audio, because that's all I really know how to do, is like hook up a microphone and do some stuff, like play it out on an instrument, make the sounds into the microphone. So I think that's going to be fun. We'll have to do some like really simple pixel art, which I think will also be fun. I'm a little concerned about animation because that is not my strong suit, but I'm thinking if I do like mostly inorganic stuff, as long as I stay away from like people, as long as we keep it to like contraptions or inorganic things, I think I'll be okay. I'm a little concerned about getting like a build working. It'll probably just be a downloadable executable. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a web build. I'm unfamiliar with web builds. Have you seen the possible themes? Yeah, I did. Let's grab that actually. LD Jam. So I've seen the possible themes. These are my votes. No, they aren't. Oh yeah, they are. These are my votes. These are the themes. I actually maybe I'm ambivalent about its spreads. Do not want to do a fishing game. I think a digging game would just be too... I think they would all be like the same. So I don't have a good unique idea for a digging game. Single use, I actually maybe think I'm a little harsh. I'm being a little harsh on this one. I actually think most of these themes are pretty good. I'm most excited obviously about these green ones. I have some ideas for Decay and Collapse. I'm trying not to go hard. Pickow, hey, how's it going? You would have voted the same? Oh, that's gratifying. I'm not trying to like preemptively do any serious design because there's like what, like almost 20 options here, at least 16, maybe exactly 16. Yeah, exactly 16. There's 16 options here. I know a lot of people will come up with a simple idea for each one. I'm kind of going the opposite direction about it. I'm thinking about like what I can do, like me as a person, like what my scope limitations are in terms of like what kind of art can I make? You know, what kind of mechanics am I familiar with? And I'm kind of just... So I think we might either end up being kind of lightly themed or, you know, there's a bunch of games I can't do. So even if a theme comes up where it's like, oh, you should make this kind of game, like I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like we're not gonna do anything like probably super physics heavy. We're definitely not gonna do anything 3D. We're definitely going to do 2D, pixel art, whatever. But 9 hours. 9 hours, and we've got about an hour left for this stream, and then I've got like an 8-hour work day. So right when I get off work is when the jam starts. But I'm going to try to be good. I'm going to try to just spend a few hours planning, like thinking of what I'm going to do, planning it out, scoping my time, and then Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm going to get a good night's rest. I'm going to get a good night's rest, and then Saturday and Sunday we're going to go hard. Like, hey, Big Al, we're planning for the Ludum Dare the game jam this weekend. It's my first real game jam here, and we are nervous. So if current level is not the same as the top level, cutaway accumulator XY is... Oh, so what is this? What are we doing here? So if it's not the same, we're doing this. Cutaway accumulator XY equals cutaway coordinates current level. Oh, we are resetting the XY cutaway coordinates, correct? And then we are setting the top level here. If it's the same, we can accumulate normally. So this is not affecting our level stuff. Right, current level. What is about? We actually don't know yet. There are a list of potential themes. These are the themes that made it to the final round of voting. So it could be any of these 16 themes, but you basically make a game. In the category I'm in, you basically make a game by yourself from scratch in 48 hours, which is pretty stressful. But I think it would be a really good opportunity for us to get some published game, to get a little published thing out there, to finish something. So we haven't made a finished game in Godot yet. It's 48 for the. There's three categories technically. There's the compo, which you have to work by yourself and you have to do everything from scratch. There's the jam, which is 72 hours, and you can use pre-made assets or work on a team. Or there's another category called extra, which has some additional. That's like the least strict one, and I think that one's pretty open. But we're doing the compo. No, we are doing it solo. Which is scary. Okay, so the coordinates are correct, but the behavior that I'm getting is the opposite. So we're clearing every level. Okay, so I messed up this logic. I messed up the logic. This is on me. This is on me. So it is for range, topmost level, +1. So we'll say if topmost level is less than levels per ship -1. So if we aren't the topmost level, then we need to do this. And so topmost level +1. Levels per ship. Do you need some help in WebAssembly? No, I'm not going to do a web build. but thank you. I don't think I can. Which sucks, because it's going to be harder to get people to play if it's not playable in web. Sounds like a real challenge. It is a real challenge, and I am not ready for it, but we've decided to do it. I've been watching Adam Eunice's videos about previous game jams. Because he does Ludum Dare every time. I'll probably watch him tonight when I'm not streaming, doing my prep. Because he's super experienced at it, and he's got a lot of really great advice on how to handle it. The GD, it's pretty similar to Python. Yes, behavior, like in terms of how it works under the hood, I don't think it's quite the same as Python, but aesthetically, like stylistically, and also some core aspects of it, like it is a dynamically typed language. Okay, so topmost layer +1 levels per ship, layer in range, layers per level, layer plus cutaway level times layers per level. Okay, so this should be the correct behavior now. All right, okay. What is going on down here is my big question. Did we make this level too big? What is the tile here? 2-8. And we're on level 0. Oh, so we changed some things. We changed some things about how we do this, huh? So we actually need to figure out what the actual minimum and maximum extents are. Actually, we can take our... We redid this here. So we can take our minimum and maximum extents from here and redo this. So let's say... like cutaway max per level. That's going to be an array. Array of vector 2i. Cutaway min per level. Because we have minimum and maximum extents that are different for each level, so we need to account for that. Let's grab this. We need to do that. We need to calculate that. Oh, we can do that here. Huh, okay, that's fine. So what were we doing? We were saying if tile is less than minimum extent is tile. Okay, so we just need to set these up here. So we'll say like So for each level, we're going to say things like cutaway, max per level. Actually, I guess we append, huh? We're not doing these as dictionaries. Did we do them as dictionaries here? No, we didn't have to. We didn't even have to worry about that. Dot append. Way min per level dot append. Now let's just grab the value here. Okay, so we need to move this to the bottom. We can't actually evaluate this yet. We gotta say cutaway coordinates append cutaway max per level per the level. Captain Fubar. Howdy. We are microphone is louder than it used to be. I didn't think I need to turn the gain down on this thing. It is going good. We're implementing we implemented your proxy. So we have our proxies. We're just refactoring for we previously, to try to get the auto tiling to work, we had like all of our layers smashed together. So we had the doors and the walls and the floors all within the same layers. Now we've blown them out. So we're just refactoring our cutaway system for that. We're almost done with that. So we're getting there. And otherwise, we are preparing for Ludum Dare tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean technically tonight. But we're going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming this weekend. Probably some marathon streaming sessions. Saturday and Sunday. So we're just talking about our plan. We're going to be doing the compo. And it's a little anxiety inducing, but we've been looking at the themes, just talking it out. Yeah. Sorry. Let me bring those back up. They are here. Oh, a little too far. These are our options. I'm maybe more excited for the stuff at the bottom half. Like cartography could be fun. Decay and collapse, I think, would be fun. You don't play as the main character is not really a theme so much as like an edict, but I don't want to do a fishing game. I don't want to do a digging game. I don't have any ideas for some of these, but Kenny has a cartography pack. I can't use it, but that's a good idea. Yeah, single use. I downvoted it because honestly, I think it's actually pretty strong. I've been looking at the polls. People have been doing like exit polls to see where people have been at. So I think it's gonna do just fine without me voting for it. But yeah, it could be interesting. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who have like just silly file system jokes. It'll be like the game jam that like uninstalls itself once you've played it. But this could be fun. This could definitely be fun. I think recycle and strange machines could also be pretty fun. Strength in numbers is definitely could have some cool mechanics. I think we're going to end up with something really simple mechanically. Like, Like, I don't foresee us doing anything particularly complicated. Like, we're definitely not going to do an isometric game, he says. The potential to still be doing an isometric game is high. It will probably be... It'll definitely be 2D. Probably won't be a platformer or anything like that. It'll probably be, like, something side-on or top-down. But something maybe a little more board gamey in terms of, like, not too many animations, like strict mechanic resolution. I don't know. I also kind of want to do a game. You were thinking more guns with one bullet? Oh, that'd be funny. What about a game where you have to throw your guns? You just throw the gun and then you can't use it again. You're thinking of a deck of cards, but each card can only be played once. That's not a bad idea. Oh, we might end up making a card game. Stuff like that that's like relatively simple with few moving parts could be... I mean, I say card games are simple. I know they're not simple. And I know offloading the complexity into the design is not necessarily the best thing to do. That sounds like a nightmare for the art department. The art department is me. I'm the art department, Captain Fubar. I'm also the sound and music department. That reminds me, I actually need to like restring some of my instruments and get my microphones working. I need to check on my instruments. I live in a very humid environment, and I'm afraid that a lot of my instruments have gone bad. And who is in HR? That's also me. I don't know. I don't think you know this about me, Captain, but my day job is HR. I'm like an HR back-end person. Yeah, art department is the right hemisphere. That's the right way to think about it. But yeah, tonight, I think we're going to watch Adam see Eunice, because he's in Australia. Or maybe New Zealand. I really hope I don't get that wrong. I know that's like a very contentious subject. But he's down under, either way you think about it. And so he streams like at night for me. And I think I'll watch him tonight. Spend maybe 3 or 4 hours coming up with an idea, planning out my time. And then Saturday and Sunday, I think we're going to stream for like 12 hours a day. Oh yeah, Adam always does Ludum Dare. I know he was preparing for it last night. I mean, I say always does Ludum Dare, but he's definitely done it consistently for the last couple of years. I think he said he started 10 years ago. He started in like 2014 doing Ludum Dare. This is my first one, so I'm scared. Honestly, I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for negative feedback. I'm ready for positive feedback. I'm ready for like the worst scoring. But yeah, we'll stream all day Saturday, Sunday working on it. Monday morning, we'll probably sort of take a break and just play Ludum Dare games. Because we're going to do the compo, so that means our submission is going to be due by Sunday at 6 p.m. for me, my time. So I just have 2 days to really work on it. And I plan on sleeping like a normal human being. So reality-wise, I don't think we have more than 24, 30 hours to work on this game. What's that Twitch ad? That's a streamer, actually. This is a streamer who seems to do UE5 stuff. Apparently, if you stream Ludum Dare, you get added to this tracker. And then they keep recommending. They just recommend whoever the most watched streamer is, even if you're not streaming Ludum Dare, like after the Ludum Dare is over. So that's good advertising. I know Adam is on here all the time. All right, let's balance this back here. And we'll keep working on our thing. But we're going to just we'll keep talking about it. We're not really trying to do anything crazy today. So what are we doing? We're scrutinizing our cutaway minimum and cutaway maximum per level. So we just have this check. For cell and get use cells level relative deck tiles dot append that. And then we're going to say, let's do it first. Oops. if cell, I like never use cell. I don't know why I used cell here. I guess it's because it says get used cell. I always use tile, and then for some reason, never say always, I guess. So we're gonna say if its cell is less than, let's flip it just for my own consistency's sake. Cell is greater than the cutaway max per level for this level, then the cutaway max per level for this level is the cell. And similarly, if the cell is less than, you could just differentiate with inner walls and outer walls for the see-through effect. We also need to see through inner walls though, because rooms are going to be behind rooms. We are going to do a room-based solution. Oh god, I need to turn down. I don't know how it sounds to you, but I'm looking at my thing and my microphone is like redlining constantly. Probably doesn't sound very good. I have my microphone tuned for like chill NPR voice, like early morning NPR, but I've been getting too excited lately. Audio is fine on your end? Okay, thank you. I have a limiter, so I should never peak, but I also don't want to sound like a radio, like a shoutcaster. Do you check for Y lower than player? We have, I call it the cutaway coordinates, but we do have a coordinate point. Basically, there's a joystick whose only job is to control the horizontal cutaway. Because there is no player. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say on for the jam. I'm kind of tempted to have a player character. I don't make games with player characters, like, ever. I almost always, whenever I'm making a game, it's like a strategy game, and you have, like, multiple characters you're controlling. I, like, never make a game where your controls directly translate to someone's movement. So I kind of want to do that for my own personal growth, but it's not my strength. So I maybe shouldn't. Okay, so let's finish setting the maximum and minimum cutaways. This, which is this. Honestly, we could just check walls. We're just gonna take a shortcut and only check the walls, because the walls are guaranteed to be on the outside, so we're actually gonna move this here and not bother doing this check everywhere else, because we know that the hall tiles are always gonna be on the outside. Oh, was under the impression you could select a character and control them. No. Oh, yeah. No, that's correct. You can select a character and control them. There are just multiple characters. So that might be... We might end up doing a mouse cursor cutaway, but I'm a little concerned about how that will feel. So we have it set up as a separate joystick now. Partly so that if you have, like, let's say you've selected a unit on a top floor and you've cut that level away far enough that you can look into the bottom floor, like at the floor below it. It's not really clear how that behavior would work if the cutaway was controlled by the mouse cursor. So that's an option, but it would be a little more complicated than just having it be on a joystick. And also, this is going to be a controller. Obviously we're supporting mouse and keyboard, but I'm trying to do native controller support, so we want this to work. Okay, so we need to take away this. We are not defining this as a constant anymore. So we need to figure out when we're going to declare these. So why can't you do anything? So, oh, we can get rid of you. So when are we going to declare the cutaway accumulator? I guess at the same place that we declare... I guess we don't need to declare it. We can just declare it at the top of... I guess we can just say... Are we doing this per level? Yeah, okay. So down here we could say... Player count, topmost level. We could just define it by topmost level. So we can say... We can grab this. Trying to remember the game FTL-like, but I love their take. You can choose the type of hiding level, and it would affect all outer walls, including rooms. Let me parse that one more time. Trying to remember the game FTL. FTL-like, but I love their take. You can choose the type of hiding level, and it would affect all outer walls, including room. Oh, you're trying to think of a game that's like FTL that does something like this? If you think of it, let me know. Yeah. Also, isometric? Yeah, that makes sense. Isometric games have it a lot easier than I do because isometric walls only block the tile immediately behind it. Whereas because of our more side-on perspective, we actually block 3 tiles behind every wall. And not only that, but you get some weird MC Escher effect if you build something like under certain circumstances behind that. So we have some really strict problems with that. I'm really hoping it doesn't end up being a cursed problem, but I'm a little concerned that it will be. So we are going to determine, so we'll say top level, topmost level, or not topmost level, we'll say, so the topmost level is the index. And we're going to say cutaway min. What do we call this? Cutaway min per level. Don't hate me. Don't hate me for making this like vertical. I need to get a little more robust with my... I'm constantly going back and forth between like really clear variable names and like really short variable names. And I'm in my like long variable name phase. And it's forcing me to like split these out. All right, why is this a problem? Oh, because you're doing the same thing. Okay. Oh, so this is different. So this is levels per ship. This actually doesn't need to be split out. This is just 0 levels per ship minus 1. Yeah, our game has like a 3D chess problem where it's like all I did was take a good game and add additional dimensions and hope that that would make it a better game. Which for 3D chess is definitely not the case. That did not make the game better. There are some games that's made better. Like if you've ever played a 3D Tic-Tac-Toe or 3D Connect 4, it's better than 2D Tic-Tac-Toe and 2D Connect 4. If nothing else, we can get rid of this. Played Battle Chess on your old Amiga, early 90s. Nice, yeah. And I'm not saying chess it doesn't have room for improvement, you know. Did I stress myself out and go find the poll that someone released? I tried to post to this, and it didn't work. Oh, they got the theme poll going. It's only like 100 of the votes, so it's like maybe too small a sample size. Yeah, I tried to post to this. Oh, this poor guy. Only all in on summoning. Yeah, I tried to post to this, a blog post, and it didn't go, but I don't want to post it twice just in case it shows up. Let's see what the poll is. Oh, I am very glad fishing is like at the bottom here. But yeah, it looks like we're looking at one of these up top here. I would love cartography. I am not excited about summoning. Space Haven. I might have that. I might have that on Steam. Can I bring up Steam without doxing myself? Sort of. Not really. Space Haven. I do have that. I do have that on Steam. Why did I never play that? Probably because it's an early access. There's a screenshot here of their fighters. Steam. Space Haven. Yeah. Yes, still early access. That's probably why I waited, but yeah, this looks fire. They honestly went with like the Sims option. Oh, I have to like open this in a new tab. They went with like the Sims option, which is they've just cut away half of the walls. like there just aren't walls. So like the upper half of every wall is cut away, which serves the purpose of letting you see the tile behind it. But yeah, this game looks fire. I need to play this game. What most excited me about this is this update. Show me the update. this update? Maybe not. It was the update where they added fighters. Major update, Alpha 17. So actually it was a while ago. This update. This update here, where they have the Babylon 5 fighters. This is like the coolest, fun, like deep cut reference possible. The old Babylon 5, like weird X-Wing fighters. I love it. I love it so much. Like, I don't know what the gameplay is like of having fighters, but just the reference alone makes me a happy camper here. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get some of my preferred choices here. Summoning. Strange machines. I think strange machines could be really fun. I think it's a little nebulous what that means, but I think it could be really fun. I have a couple ideas for like strange machines and mutation. Not quite as sure about some of these, like pick your poison. Actually, we could probably come up with a concept that kind of works for strange machines, it spreads, and mutation. We could probably cover our bases. But this voting is so tight, and the sample size is so small, and the biggest lead that any of these categories have is like 0.75%. Yeah, it spreads again. That's what bothers me about it spreads. I was like, didn't we just do this somewhere? I mean, I didn't participate in it, but yeah, I feel like Two Nerdy Nerds game. Two Nerdy Nerds game was on, they made their Doctor something like Vampire Survivors like, and it was for a jam that with the theme It Spreads, I thought. I don't know if that was LD54 that actually did it or something else. You said it was Thor's. Oh, you think? Yeah, wasn't that the theme of the Pirate Software jam? That's wild. I don't know why that's getting so much, but yeah, all of these are like within a percentage point. So I'm trying not to like get too hung up on that. Dr. J. Ferret Reclaims the Living. Yeah, I played that. That was good. That's fine. All right, did we do the thing here? Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. This should work now. We're only cutting away the hull tiles at the moment, so we can expand that to all of them if this works. Oh, Lord. So... that was fast. Why was that so fast? Times cutaway speed times delta. Slow that down. Okay, so we go down to 0 and then it won't let us back up. It's doing something though. It's like not what we want. It's like specifically not what we want, but okay. So why is that just out of control? So it's probably this accumulator. Why won't it come back up once it's gone down? That's my question. Hey, Cubist Dev. How's it going? We're not setting the accumulator. We are. It's levels per ship -1. We're wrapping up our work here for the week. It's behaving super weirdly. It's like flooring to 0 like almost immediately, and then it won't let me go back up. It's like a super weird problem. Yeah, like a single mouse click hits us to 0. That is strange. We're controlling the speed here. I guess our speed is just way too high. Maybe we shouldn't be multiplying this whole vector by this whole vector. Maybe that's like not doing good for us. We have the speed set super low. Doesn't seem to be helping at all. Yeah, it's not doing anything meaningful. What is the deal with that? Between... That's right. We're also getting ready for Ludum Dare. Cubis. We're keeping an eye on the themes here. This is the poll. This is what I want. It's likely to be summoning or mutation or strange machines or it spreads, which summoning could be fun. It's only 10 votes ahead, so, and that's in like a really small sample size, so we're trying not to read too much into this. We'll be happy with whatever. You're gonna see where it's going? Yeah, thinking about doing it? My first time. Nervous but excited here. But I want to have some finished games in Godot. I don't have anything. And we have our long burn project here, our FTL-like, but this is like a 3-4 plus year project probably. So we just want to do something simple. We want to do something fun. We just want to get something done. Something really simple. I'm thinking of doing something very analog, like physically recorded music and sound effects. And I think the whole theme and mood of whatever I do is going to be like heavily defined by that, by my plan for the sound and the music. I think everything else will be kind of based around that. Obviously, we'll do pixel art because that's all I really know how to do. Time is at 9:12. Yeah, we got some time. So XY. So where's this? So accumulator Z is our problem child here. Put away accumulator Z. Oh, we're making it an integer. That's why it's a problem. Oops. This is why we have a problem here. That's why we lost all of our precision. Or not precision, you know, that's why we lost our ability to, like, have decent speed here. Well, that's a silly mistake. Yeah, this damn this code for doing exactly what I told it to do. Sadly, the theme is revealed at like 3 a.m. for me. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, for me it's 6 p.m. Alright, so all of this is fine except the bottom. It's behaving a little weirdly. Are we cutting away? Are we able to cut away? No. So that's fine. So we can't cut away at the higher levels for some reason. But if I go all the way to the bottom, we can. So that's kind of funny. But it only lets us do half, so there's something else here. Yeah, it reveals at 6 p.m. for me, which is the minute I get off of work. So I think we'll spend tonight just chill, just planning, thinking up what we want to do, trying to scope it out, make a timeline, finish setting up my stuff. And then Saturday and Sunday we're going to stream the whole day and just go hard. Go hard Saturday, Sunday streams. Probably like 12-hour streams each day. My first real marathon. Maybe prepare a template. Yeah, I should do that. My templates would be super simple. Like, I don't know what I would put in my template. Like, I don't have a big code base that's prepared anyway. What I should do is read over some simple stuff. Like we're going to just go for something that's easy. We'll go for something like there's going to be no save system. We're just going to cut out a bunch of stuff that would be complicated. I'm a little nervous about getting a nice finished UI. Yeah, better to brainstorm for a bit and sleep over it to get the real ideas. Yeah, we'll see. For platformer, FPS controller, card game, etc. Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make a general settings menu. Ideas won't be the issue. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I guess I don't know what's kosher. I was reading the rules, and I guess there's a lot more flexibility in terms of the code to have stuff ready. I guess I'm because the content needs to be made from scratch by me within 48 hours, but that's like the art and the music and stuff. I guess I'm being a little too strict by saying like I need to start with a blank project at 6 p.m. with no code pre-made, but I guess that's not true even for compo. I guess my lack of experience is hurting me there. I'm not taking some of the shortcuts that are open to me. I'm gonna reread the compo rules, and yeah, I guess I mean, I guess because tonight is going to be more of a thinking and planning night anyway, I could just do some of that minimum project setup then. I just don't have time. Like, I mean, we could change gears here and try to set something up in the next hour, but I'm trying to be clean about it. Like, today is supposed to just be me working on my game. I bet we'd have gotten a lot more people in here if I just put up a stream that was like Ludum Dare. Ludum Dare prep. Computer turned off, only started up at 6 p.m. Honestly, that's where I'm going to be, which is unfortunate, but I have a whole work day. I didn't decide to do this early enough. If I decided to do this, I would have taken today off work. But I decided like yesterday morning that I was actually going to commit to doing this. And I barely had time to like do my food prep and like get all my shit sorted out, so I wouldn't have to worry about bio stuff. So let's look at why the coordinate system is not right. Cutaway max per level. So let's grade on cutaway max per level. So let's scrutinize what the cutaway max per level is for level 0, because I think there's a problem there. $13 by $13. Is that right? Yeah, that's not right. Oh, shoot. It's evaluating the whole vector. It's not evaluating the components of the vector. We're not looking for the longest vector. We're looking for the vector with the furthest individual component. Is there a cheap way to do that? To grab that? Is that like Manhattan distance or whatever? So will that give me that? Y'all are getting prepared. Better yet, must disassemble, assemble PC only when the jam starts. I'm using a laptop, but that sounds fun. Yeah, if you want, as Carl Sagan said, if you want to make an apple pie from scratch, first you have to invent the universe. Kivas Dev says, y'all are getting prepared, man. You always forget, but maybe I should. You always decide if you participate on theme reveal. I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. I thought I had a little thing here somewhere that had the Manhattan distance in here somewhere. Manhattan distance. This isn't quite what we want. I don't think. Because this will have each together. We really are just comparing each component and just grabbing the coordinate with the furthest individual component. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so let's change this logic to say, so we need to do it for each component. So we'll say if cell.x is greater than cutaway max per level.x, cutaway max per level equals a new vector 2i. Do I need to, can I just directly change the x parameter, or should I do it this way? I feel like this is the correct way to do it. Like, this feels more consistent, but is maybe unnecessary. I could probably just say cutaway max per level dot x is cell.x. I get a little fuzzy on assignments like that. Oh, this is a super cute song. What is this? Oh, it's by Chipsoul. Feels very Stardew Valley. We're gonna like this. Trying to train my radio station here. Relative mapping is wrong. That's probably also causing us problems. Again, sorry if I misunderstood. What is your cutaway rule? At the moment, there is just a vector that says this is the cutaway tile. Everything before this tile, everything in front of this tile along the X and Y axes, cutaway. It's like the most rudimentary thing. We have a flood fill. We have some flood fill code, so we could define the rooms and do a cutaway by room. That's what we did originally, like 30 episodes ago. Just like almost 2 months ago. We just moved away from that, and now we're probably getting back to it. At the moment, I'm just trying to get it to work this way. So, okay, this is still wrong. Why is this one giving us problems? Why is only 0 giving us problems? But yeah, at the moment, this is what it does, which is like not the correct behavior. But yeah, why is it... Did I do something wrong up here? I probably did. Cutaway max, cutaway max. Oh, oops. This is min. Don't just copy code. Don't just copy code. Don't just copy code when only one of the variable names differs. So if it's greater than the max, we assign the max. If it's less than the min, we assign the min. Greater than the max, less than the min. Okay, now it should work. Why not simplify and hide outer walls? Because eventually the outer wall will actually be like a drawing of the spaceship. Right now it's just blank, but eventually this will be like the outer hulls of the spaceship. So I want people to have an opportunity to see that. Okay, so we're still not quite there, even though I don't know why we're having a problem only on 0. It's very weird. Makes me suspicious. Makes me suspicious. Are we maybe just setting the cutaway coordinates not far enough? Yeah, that's possible. Oh, we're saying less than or equal or greater than or equal. Oh no, we're just saying greater than or equal. So I think we want to say greater than. That solves a problem that we were having. Ah, that solves the problem. We're still peeling away more than I would want, maybe. I feel like I would want to never peel away these back walls, but if we switch to a room-based solution, instead of a coordinate solution. Should be fine. Okay, now our problem is why aren't we doing this for any higher... Why can we only do it for this? Got a dip. No worries. See you, Cubus. Alright, we got like 20 minutes. So why are we not working for higher levels? So for level and range, levels per ship. If level is the topmost level. Yes, that is how this should work. If cutaway tiles has. Tiles. Yeah, I should have made today just a game jam prep day. Probably would have gotten some followers. I'm like 2 follows away from affiliate status. It's unfortunate. Although I don't know how long the delay is when applying for that. I was kind of hoping to get it for this weekend. That's okay. No worries. NVD. We're just happy to be here. So our problem is this is only working when level is 0. So why is it only working when level is 0? What is not respecting? Let's check the coordinates. That's probably the first thing to check. Print. Cut away. Make sure we're actually defining what we want to cut away. Then we can find the error somewhere else, if it exists somewhere else. Okay, it's working, seemingly. Oh, cutaway coordinates becomes 0 for these levels, and then it goes back to being a number. Why is it 0 for these 2 levels? Suspicious. This is also suspicious. The accumulator is getting reset whenever we change levels. So that's happening. When are we... So we're initiating this here. Cutaway max per level. Level. Dot append. That should be fine. Right. Let's see what we're storing. we got 13 by 16, 9 by 13, 0, 0, 10 by 13. Okay, so the problem is here in initialization. Level. Oh, this is very wrong. That's why. It's level times layers per level. I'm a fool. I didn't handle that. I didn't handle that right. We're treating it like a compressed, like, one-dimensional array thing. Like we're smooshing it. Well, that's sort of right now. It's not quite right. Quite right. Oh, 0, 0 is correct here. Because we aren't checking all of them. Okay, so we do need to actually add this check to at least the floors. Because some levels don't have any walls. And by some, I mean the top level. That didn't change anything. Check these layers. Layer 0, layer 1, layer 2. Yeah, these are arranged right. We have 5 levels. We have 5 layers per level. So if we're like looking for the deck on the second level, that would be 1 times 5, which would be 5, which would be correct because that is the same as the deck on the second level, which is layer 5. So that should be right. I guess there's an open question as to whether I painted these correctly. I think I did. Deck 1, hole 1, yeah. Deck 2, yeah, I see it. Hole 2. Deck 3, hole 3. Deck 4, hole 4. Deck 5. Yeah, I painted them right. So why are we not getting... Suspicious. This is the part I'm most worried about doing this game jam, is debugging some of this stuff. Hoping having additional eyes on it will help. Minus is wrong, huh? It should be plus, huh? Because let's say we've got tile here on the board. We'll drop by if I can. No, yeah. You don't need to be my entire brain trust. But I do deeply appreciate it. So, like, let's say we have a tile here. So we've got our tile here. Actually, it's technically here. 10-6. 10-16. The tile directly above it is 6-12. But we want it to map to the same as the tile down here. So we need to add 4 to each. So I got it twisted. I got it twisted when I made it a minus. It is plus. We're still getting screwed by reversing the polarity on this. I don't know if it would feel better. Like, I don't know if I love the z-axis going up when all of the other coordinates in Godot go down. But that is consistent with the way z-indexes work. So I feel like having the levels count up is consistent, because then you'd have, as the levels go up, the z-index also goes up. Whereas if we flipped it and did it the other way, as the levels went up, the z-index would go down, which is like not horrible, but it's also not consistent in my mind. Okay, well, I totally screwed that up. Will that solve most of our problems? Nope, it solves none of our problems, which makes sense. It's a little concerning about how that works. $13, $16, $8, $8, $4. Oh. What am I printing? The minimum? Cutaway coordinates. Cutaway max per level. Max is not 0, 0. Maybe I'm messing that up. So where's 0, 0? 0, 0 is here. That's certainly not the max for the top level. This one, so this coordinate that should end up at 1016 is minus 6, 0. So 4 times 4 is 16. So that should end up as 1016 and stored relatively as 1016. Are we not comparing the relative coordinates when we're calculating the max and the min? We are not, are we? We're doing that after, aren't we? Well, F me here. Cell.x plus level times 4. Oops. We were doing it when we stored it, and we weren't doing it when we were comparing. Oops. Oopus. Really appreciate you hanging out, Captain Fubar. I know there's many. So what are we getting now? So now we're getting 13, 16, 11, 12, 8, 8, 0, 4, negative 11, 15. Playing around with your editor themes? Oh, nice. Passive Stars theme is amazing. I gotta try it. I am using something. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm using the default. I don't know. I'm doing something. What's my theme? No, I am using the default. I did mess around with some theming the last time I installed this engine, and I had fun with it, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't totally love the default colors here. Did I at least change the colors at all? No, I didn't. I stick with this just for recognizability on Twitch. That's like exclusively the reason. Let's look at this. Is there a picture? Ooh, okay. It's pretty sweet. You changed the accent color? That's reasonable. Yeah, I was messing around with theming, but yeah, I ultimately went with the default just so if people saw me, like if I get a live view from like the homepage or something, not the homepage, but you know, if people are just browsing and they see this, I want them to know instantly what it is. Fits with your system. Nice green accent color. Very Return of the Jedi of you. You're like, no, not blue. Give me the green one. Oh, my coffee is cold. Oh, the coffee is cold. Yeah, you don't want to confuse it with Unity. No. I saw somebody who managed to get the 3D button up here at the top to disappear, and I was like, I kind of want to do that. I kind of don't need it. That's easy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just was like, I don't know. 3D editors. Is there like a hide button? I'm gonna wait for you to drop the knowledge. Editors. Do I need to like turn on advanced? No, advanced isn't here. I guess that's only project settings. Editors? No. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with this setup to know where any of these things are. Oh, I can change the grid color. I might do that. I don't like I wish I could just make the lines thicker or something. I don't know. I have to look it up yourself. No. Worries. Don't worry about it. I don't mind. It's like one button. And I kind of like doing this sometimes when people are like, is there 3D in Godot? I'm like, look at this. It's got a skybox. What more do you want? You just gotta just skybox and you're good to go. What were we doing? We were trying to debug my awful code here. So we have it all relative now. We've managed to make it... Oh, we're not doing it for the hulls. We're only doing it for the decks. That's definitely part of the problem. Do we actually have... So max, min... Did we fix it over here? We did. We fixed that part. Now we just need to add the less level times 4. I don't love that that's hard-coded, but I guess that's just actually just a reality of the perspective we use, so it's not a number that's ever going to change. All right, so we've made them level relative, as I'm calling it. So we have something now. So let's see, what do we got? We got Gimme. Go away, taskbar. Oh, I can't see it. So we've got... Oh, and it's gone now. Oh, no, here it is. So we got 1316 for 0. That's consistent. That should be here, right? 1417, actually. So why... Oh, no, because it's up 1. I'm a fool. It is up here. So it should be 1316. So that's correct. So the first one's correct. And then this one should be 1717. What is it? It's 1112. That's wrong. Oh, 1112 is right, but not. That's not accounting for the offset. Why are we still not accounting for the level offset? Because 1112 is where it is on the actual flat tile map grid. We are not doing any layer shit. We're not doing any of this tile map layer shit in the game jam. This shit is so frustrating. Imagine confusing those people with a 3D viewport in your 2D game. Actually, there was a brief period where I thought about doing low poly 3D and then down-resing it. So I actually had like a sub viewport in my 2D viewer that had a 3D camera in it. So I would like go to the 3D thing to like move stuff around, and then I would go back to the 2D thing to like see how it would actually appear, because I was using it as like a 2D. Yeah, it was funny. I actually had embedded like a 3D window inside my 2D viewport here. Didn't end up doing it. Decided that pixel art was a better differentiator for me. So, okay, so we've identified one of the problems, which 1112 is not what we should be seeing. We should be seeing 17 by 17. So, what are we doing here? So we are appending cutaway max per level. Oh, God. I'm just not being consistent. I need to take this whole plus level times 4 thing and just put it everywhere. We're not putting it everywhere. We're putting it like a few places, and we're constantly going back to being like, where is it? Yeah, especially isometric tile maps. They're a huge pain in the ass. I was actually watching some of Adam C. Yuna's his Ludum Dare videos from previous years, and I watched the one where he used Godot, which I think was the last one, like 54 or whatever, which turned out really well. But one of the first things he said 2 things. He was like, the tile map editor sucks, and the animation timeline system sucks. I was like, okay, so it's not just me. He did really like the engine, though. Not having the crazy weird iteration and build time problems that Unity has is really nice, especially when you're doing a game jam. Like the iteration time in Godot is so fast. It's so good. Okay. So anywhere we say cell, we need to say plus level times 4. Are we now doing that? Anywhere we reference the cell. I think so. Okay, so now we're making it all layer relative. So now we should get the values that we were expecting. Why are they different? Different. So 13 by 16. Is that correct? That's correct. And then for this one, it should be 15 by 16. Okay. And it is. Okay, I think we got it. I think we finally got it. What about this one? 4 by 8. 4 by 8 is becoming... Or is that actually not the maximum? No, 4 by 8 isn't the maximum. This is the maximum. 7 by 7. No. 8 by 8. Okay, and then we're adding 8 and 8 to that. Okay, we got it. We finally got it. So we're getting the correct... These are the correct maximum extents now. Finally did it. However, are we getting anything like the behavior that we want? Not really. What about the bottom? Okay, the bottom is working. Bottom is working fine. So layer 0 works fine. This isn't the behavior we want, but this is what we're technically asking the computer to do. I kind of, right now, it's like, I don't know. I have opinions, but we need to fix it first. Oh, why did I hit X? Okay, there we go. Okay, so our last problem, oh, it's 9:52. So our last problem is probably not one that we're gonna be able to address here unless it's really trivial. So let's look at levels. So level, tile, and whole tiles by level. Topmost level. So let's just see. By the way, if you want to know how to hide the buttons, I figured it out. Yes. That sounds good. What is this line? Manage editor features, create a new profile. Okay. I'm not in the right place. Manage editor features. There we go. Create a new profile. 2D. I don't know. Digital, ILIAD, 3D editor. Oh, okay. So we can just turn stuff off, huh? Okay. Cool. Thank you. We did it. We don't need that 3D. Keeps me from being tempted by the 3D. We don't actually want this part, do we? Oh yeah, we do, because when we go up, we want to clean that up. So we do want this part. I see. I should specify maybe if the level is below the topmost level. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So that is working correctly. Yeah, so aside from not being able to do this on the upper levels, only being able to do it on the bottom level, this is working again. So that's nice. The later stage of your project, you could also compile a Godot version without all the 3D components. Compiling a lightweight export template for your game. That sounds good. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, we don't need all that 3D stuff in here. Okay, well, we're out of time. We're just gonna live with this last bug. That's fine. We'll have something to do on Tuesday. Because this weekend's gonna be Ludum Dare. Monday, I think Monday morning, we'll just play games for a few hours. We'll just play Ludum Dare games. Once we're all burnt out. But yeah, excited, scared, ready to go for this weekend. Probably will start my stream around the same time and then just go until I can't go. Each day. So no more stream today. But yeah, we're 9 hours away. This doesn't seem right. Why does it start 20 minutes? Okay, that's better. 8 hours. We're 8 hours away. Which is the length of my workday here. 8 hours, 1 minute, and 20 seconds. So I got 1 minute and 20 seconds till my workday starts, I guess. RIP. But yeah, thank you. Excited. Excited, scared, everything. Appreciate you coming by. Hope to see you again over the weekend here. But yeah, until next time. Bye.